purpose of the trial here today is to compare controlled traffic farming, where we've modified the machine, against a standard John Deere 7760 in its recommended tyre pressures, as well as tyres deflated to 50%. The soil for this site is a black vertisol. The black plastic zones were put in place to mimic irrigations. In all three circumstances, there are horizons within the soil depth that are at optimum moisture content for compaction to occur. So in order to measure the impacts, we've got quite a comprehensive suite of measurements done immediately before and immediately after traffic. The main measure that we need to take is bulk density. We take a large number of soil cores down to 1 metre. Each of the cores is then split into 10 centimetre segments, allowing us to ascertain a known volume, and then by mass we can determine any changes in density. We use a constant velocity cone penetrometer. It gives us a very detailed map, and it allows us to see where the soil strength has increased due to the machine passing over. However, it's also affected by soil moisture, so we use electroresistivity tomography to create a before and after soil moisture map. We're now removing the plastic from the sites and tracking each of the individual treatments. The John Deere 7760 caused significant changes in soil bulk density, increasing compaction in the 0 to 40 centimetre zone significantly, and decreasing the variability of soil compaction between 40 and 80 centimetres. By deflating the tyres to 50%, we did achieve a small decrease in soil compaction. However, it was not sufficient to negate the effects that would be highly detrimental to crop growth. A single pass of the CTF machine was sufficient to induce similar compaction to what was found in the wheel tracks. We see that the soil strength is much higher under the wheel, and it's much lower than the standard JD 7760 system between wheels. Under the CTF system, we've got more water for the plant access, which translates to greater access to soil nutrients. And there's also a greater depth of soil that the plant roots can access. The overall gross margin from controlled traffic farming for cotton was better by approximately $200 per hectare. And in a subsequent sacrificial wheat crop, there was a 60% yield increase under CTF. From this site, it already has a controlled traffic farming system in place. They would feasibly be able to recover the costs of conversion within a single season. Where the 7760 in its conventional configuration has been used previously for a number of years, a more realistic expectation for conversion recovery costs would be 2 to 3 years. Controlled traffic farming is still a much better approach than using the machine in its standard configuration. Manipulating tyre inflation pressures and trying to drive profiles down prior to traffic are unlikely to completely remove the effects of the outer wheels of these machines. The benefits of moving towards a controlled traffic farming system are still very real. There's potential to cultivate throughout the root zone initially, and to ensure that controlled traffic lanes are only used from that point forward. Doing this would deliver significant benefits over time.